some really exciting things for the city car right here behind us. We got our reverse gearbox, wheels, tires, and everything needed to hook up the reverse gearbox. And this is from Perlite Racing right here. You see it on my shirt. Check this thing out. That is beautiful, guys. See, it has August 23 stamped on it. This was just now made for this thing, although that is a lot skinnier than I thought. Oh yeah, it would go like this. Yeah, we have all our bracketry, our turnbuckles. What's nice about this is that, you know, it's heavy duty, and if we decide to turbo it later on, we don't have to worry about anything breaking. This is the strongest reverse gearbox on the market. That is some beefy plates right there. Yeah, so these things should just sing with the gearbox. The thing that's kind of whack about this gearbox is it takes Porsche CV axles, which are ridiculously expensive. So I'm going to convert to Miata axles right here. These things are going to really make it pretty wide in the rear. Race use only, not for public highways. And here are the wheels. These are 13x8 bronze, the same ones I got for the front. So with the car being made out of aluminum, we're going to have to figure out a way to mount these steel plates to the aluminum frame. I have no clue how I'm going to do that.
Now, I already mounted the engine back in episode 2, but I went ahead and took it back out so I can have access to all the aluminum structure. I'm going to be building a steel subframe that is going to bolt into the bulkhead so we have the strongest possible connection.
So I got to cut off all this extra stuff. I got to reinforce these frame rails. That's what the engine's going to mount to. Alright, so we got our stiffeners welded in. Next I'm going to drill the holes for the engine mounts. Gonna go right there. Oops. Guys, so I got my frame rails reinforced. Now I'm going to start building the subframe out. So the plan is I'm going to use these tube clamps to brace up the aluminum roll cage, and a lot of the structure is going to tie into these steel bars so I can stiffen up the chassis and the rear end up. Okay, that's what's going to hold our subframe in. We got that piece in there pre-drilled and tapped. Gonna go ahead and weld it in. Alright guys, so we got our plates in there. So now what I'm going to do is put the engine back in here and start configuring everything.
Here I'm assembling the reverse cradle box, and I really like how it uses the transmission as a stress component. That way it braces all the suspension tabs, and it actually has slots in it to where you can adjust chain tension. And so I decided that I'm just going to go ahead and TIG weld all the tabs on, get some more practice in. Now I do want to add that these things are not cheap. This is seriously for those that are seeking to get the best off-road performance there is.
So this cradle has mounts over here that will bolt to your whatever engine you're using. It could be a 600, ZX14R, Hayabusa. One of the main issues I've noticed with these motorcycle powered stuff is the chain is pretty short, so it gets hot. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually gonna scoot the box further backwards to kind of make sure my chain doesn't get hot and overheat. Alright, so we got our roll cage stiffeners. We're going to tie the engine mounts into these bars, and then we're going to tie the subframe into these things as well to have everything nice and triangulated and strong. Although once I weld these, I will not be able to pull them apart. You have to bend some tubing that's 12 inches wide, and then it narrows down to 7 inches wide, and then it also bends upwards to follow this curve. That way we'll have the strongest possible mounts. And we got our rear subframe here, just wide enough to catch the gearbox, and then this will go into the bulkhead. So yeah, you can see the cradle sits nice and flushly on these bars. It's going to be welded there, and then up here, and then we'll just throw in a whole bunch of support to make sure that the gearbox doesn't twist when I hit the gas, because that's a lot of power. Even my 600 will twist, has enough power to twist it, the spool. Guys, and that's gonna be a wrap for this video. In the next episode, I plan on getting this thing a complete roller, getting all the suspension knocked out. Now guys, I do have to say, these episodes take a lot of time and money to make, and I'm always focused on trying to up my game. So if you guys would like to contribute to the channel and help me help it turn into something big and to see me thrive, if you guys are interested in that, check out my Patreon and my PayPal down below. You could also get a YouTube channel membership. You know, even as little as $5, that would go a long ways. I also have merch. I have some new releases coming soon. Just let me know if you guys want to see anything in particular. With that being said, guys, again, your help is much appreciated. If we get enough contributors, that could definitely help me move out of this tiny garage. With that being said, I'll have to catch you in the next episode. Stay tuned. Peace and God bless.